Welcome to my channel. The CEO burst into laughter the moment she saw the rusty car being unloaded from a trailer. You actually paid $500 for that, she mocked. The crowd joined in. The faded paint, broken headlights, cracked windshield, and rust-covered body looked ready for the scrapyard. But the quiet single dad simply smiled. He looked at the old wreck and calmly replied, "You see junk. I see a masterpiece waiting to breathe again." Nobody believed him. 7 months later, that same car sold for $100,000, and the people who laughed the loudest were left completely speechless. Chapter 1, A Father's Promise. Daniel Brooks was a widowed single father raising his 10-year-old son, Ethan. During the day, he repaired cars in a tiny garage. At night, he watched restoration videos and studied classic vehicles. Money was always tight. Some weeks they survived on instant noodles. But Daniel had one rule. Never quit because life gets hard. One Saturday morning, Ethan spotted an old abandoned muscle car sitting behind an auction yard. "Dad, look." The car looked terrible. Rust everywhere. Flat tires. Missing grille. Broken engine. Everyone ignored it. Daniel quietly walked around it. He noticed something hidden beneath years of neglect. The original frame. Rare engine numbers. Matching VIN. His eyes lit up. This isn't junk. It's history. Chapter 2, Everyone Laughs. The local auction started. Luxury dealer Victoria Hayes, CEO of Hayes Automotive Group, attended with investors. She specialized in expensive collector cars. When Daniel bid $500 for the wreck, Victoria couldn't stop laughing. "You'll spend 10 times that just towing it."
Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Enjoy the video.
People recorded videos. Some posted online. The poorest mechanic just bought the ugliest car in town. Daniel ignored every comment. He shook the auctioneer's hand, loaded the car, and drove home smiling. Chapter 3, Sleepless Nights. Every evening after work. After helping Ethan finish homework, Daniel entered his small garage. One bolt. One wire. One rusty panel at a time. Months passed. He searched junkyards. Visited old mechanics. Ordered rare parts. Sometimes he failed. Sometimes parts broke again. But Ethan stayed beside him every night. "Dad. Will it ever run?" Daniel smiled. "It already runs here." He pointed toward his heart. Chapter 4, The Hidden Treasure. One evening, Daniel removed layers of rust beneath the dashboard. Suddenly, he found original factory paperwork hidden inside a sealed compartment. Even more surprising, the car was an extremely rare limited production model collectors had been searching for. Daniel couldn't believe it. The paperwork proved everything. The value instantly skyrocketed. But the engine still refused to start. Chapter 5, The Longest Night. For 18 straight hours, Daniel rebuilt the carburetor. Adjusted timing. Rewired ignition. Replaced fuel lines. Finally, he turned the key. Silence. Then, a small cough. Another crank. Suddenly, the garage exploded with the deep roar of the original V8 engine. Ethan jumped into his father's arms. "We did it." Daniel's eyes filled with tears. Not because of money. Because he kept the promise he'd made to his son. Never quit. Chapter 6, The Car Show. Months later, the restored classic entered the city's biggest collector exhibition. Nobody recognized it. Until Daniel placed one photo beside the car. The same rusty wreck everyone mocked. Crowds gathered instantly. Judges inspected every detail. Original parts. Perfect restoration. Factory documentation. Everything matched. Even Victoria stood frozen. This can't be the same car." Daniel simply smiled. Sometimes the biggest value hides beneath the biggest rust. Chapter 7, The Final Bid. An international collector approached Daniel. I've searched years for this exact car. My offer is $100,000. The room became completely silent. Victoria couldn't believe what she was hearing. The man who had been mocked for spending $500 had just multiplied its value 200 times. Daniel accepted the offer. Not with excitement. With gratitude. Ending. The money transformed Daniel and Ethan's lives. He expanded his garage. Hired young mechanics who needed second chances. Started teaching classic restoration for free every weekend. Months later, Victoria visited the garage. This time without expensive clothes. Without bodyguards. She quietly apologized. I judged the car. And I judged you. Daniel smiled. The best things in life aren't shiny when you first find them. She nodded. So what made you believe in that wreck? Daniel looked toward Ethan. I wasn't restoring a car. I was restoring hope. Because sometimes the world laughs at what it doesn't understand. But patience, hard work, and believing in yourself can turn a forgotten $500 wreck into a $100,000 masterpiece. Subscribe me.